Hello, my name is Cordell the Boar, and this is my channel. Have you seen my TF Explained video? Go ahead and watch it if you have not. Don't worry, not so many other people seen it either. When I was writing this script, it had 363 views. You have to see it first to understand why I made this video. Okay, now has everyone here have seen the video? Good? Good. Now, no one commented on the video about the very art in the video or about the persona maker. Again, it probably due to the fact that not that many people have viewed it, and those that did either didn't care about the art or didn't know about the fandom. Or maybe BTF artwork is extremely associated with the fandom that it really didn't shock them that the video has some furry related art. I know that I might be early in the video to talk about this, but I know you wouldn't have clicked on this video without wondering if I was a furry or not. So here's the truth. I am not as hardcore as Majira Strawberry, but I am not 100% in the dark. I consider myself to be a soft-core furry. Now that I told you that I am a furry, I have an obligation to explain to you some misconceptions that the media has told you about us and how they are lies. However, I would have made a video about that around the time you see this video. The purpose of this video is this. Majority of furries say that the fandom / subculture is around anthropomorphic animals. And, well, it is true that the fandom / subculture started out like that. I believe that it has changed from a fandom around anthropomorphic animals to a subculture around animals-like creatures. Now, before you start saying that this is not true in the comments, let me explain my reasoning before I can tell you why it is not no longer a fandom around anthropomorphic animals. I must explain what a fandom is. The legal dictionary gives us two definitions of the word fandom. The first is the state of being a fan of something, like, say, Dragon TF art. The second is the one we will be looking at when I talk using the word fandom, which is the fans of a particular thing regarded as a community or subculture. Here's a short history lesson you probably won't remember, and I won't blame you. The first modern fandom was around Sherlock Holmes with public funerals for the character's death in 1893 and fan fiction around it arriving around 1897 and to 1907 to 1902. Was it 7? Something like that. Anyways, the granddaddy of majority of fandoms today originated from the science fiction fandom, the community around everything sci-fi and fantasy for some reason. I mean, its title is science fiction fandom, not sci-fi and fantasy fandom. The furry fandom / subculture came from this. The concept originated at one sci-fi con in 1980 because of a drawing of a character from a pedo Anthropomorphics, a comic book anthology series that featured anthropomorphic animals that were intended for the over 18 crowd. Initiated a conversation of anthropomorphic characters in media. Now that I explained fandom, I will explain to you anthropomorphism. Anthropomorphism is basically a glorified way of saying personification, giving human characteristics to a non-human thing. With such a vague definition, what is anthro and what is not? In this video, I will be using levels, saying that there are different levels to anthropomorphism. To be more specific, I'm going to be using the first 4 levels in the Culture video titled Building a Furry World. You could stop the video now and go watch that one, but I'll go give you a simple explanation of each level. Level 1, Snoopy from Peanuts. Level 2, Ferdinand or the animals of the star in movies coming this Christmas. Level 3, the animals in Zootopia. Level 4, Bugs Bunny or TMNT. There is a level 5 in that video, but basically humans and animal mask is the way he says it in that video. We're giving human animal characteristics. This destroys it being an anthropomorphic animal, and what you get is an animalified human. If there is a fancier way of saying giving something animal characteristics something that's not an animal characteristics other than animalification, let me know in the comment section. I'm now professor of English. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing Dragon TF videos. He does say that the furry fandom does fit in that category. However, there are things in this fandom that destroy these ideas completely. I'm going to give them to you now. Number 1, multi-furries and tars. Here's a quote in the multi-furry FAQ on Fur Affinity that explains what a multi-furry is. Question: what is a multi-furry? Answer: a character is considered multi-furry when he/she/other gender has body parts multiplied, which would not be present in actual specimen. Tars are not usually considered multi-furry, but they also break the rules of anthropomorphism for the same reasons. Multifurries with two or so like things and two torso-like things and two pairs of legs. Fan number 2. Fan-made species that can walk on 2 legs without having to be put in the level 3 category. The most well-known of these species is the turtle, created by Tracy Mick, and they look like this. Number 3. Dragons and kintsunes. Now, it's not new that dragons and kintsunes are in the fandom. It is also not new that dragons and kintsunes are not actual animals, as I don't think it is. They would be what I consider an animal-like creature. Now, there are many different kinds of creatures that we've created in mythology and fantasy and stuff. However, some tend to look more human, like, say, elves in fantasy and stuff, and Spock in Star Trek. Then they look animal, and they look like an animal. The things that are associated with the furry fandom tend to look more like that of an animal than that of a human. An angel, not usually considered a furry, looks like a human to a degree, and it does look like an animal to a degree. A circle, however, tends to be considered a furry, and it looks far from human and considered to that of an animal. Hence, furries are a subculture around animal-like creatures and not a fandom around anthropomorphic animals. Will furries accept that fact? Probably not, but you may never know. If you watched this far, chances are you liked it, so click the like button. Share it among your furry friends. If you have more things that might help prove this theory, let me know in the comments. Please consider subscribing to me as well. I'll see you in a little bit.